Hello there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Reigning Tarot. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Whatever does not resonate with you, it's not meant for you at that moment, so let it go to the universe. For those returning, I truly do appreciate all your support. It truly does help the channel grow and uh, keeps me around longer, and it's just nice to see the people that come back and that support you, and yeah, hopefully we can all help each other on this journey. So I pre-blessed I pre-shuffled the cards and blessed them for you. A lot of people don't like to see the cards shuffled, so I stopped doing that. So I drew a card from we'll get right into your reading there, Cancer. So let's do a quick prayer and then we'll get started. So, God, Goddesses, Universe, help me to be of service to Cancer. Help me share with them thoughts and ideas that will make them happy, healed, and the best versions of themselves. And so it is. Okay, so I drew one from the Energy Oracle for an overall energy Cancer, and you received the number 28, Victory. Okay, so this card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement there, Cancer. So success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a greater outer success, or it may be a deeper inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. So, Cancer, enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. So let yourself be open to victory on every level right now, there, Cancer. Okay? So, for an affirmation, you can repeat this with me. I'm achieving great things within myself and in the world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways, even now. And so it is. I am achieving great things within myself and in the world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways, even now. And so it is. Okay, there, Cancer. Just gonna have a quick drink here. So I next drew one from the Divine Guidance Messages or Divine Messages, and you received the number 1. And this card here, Cancer, is about angelic being. Okay, so Cancer, you're an angelic being, and has been with your your angelic being has been with you since the day of your birth, and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. So your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. Cancer, they are trying to communicate with you now. In a whisper of gentle guidance, you may hear your name being called, feel the subtle touch of a feather or a tender tickle. You may see a sign on a billboard or a magazine or even the TV. So keep your awareness open to the messages that are bringing you. A lot of times, when you light a candle and that candle flickers, it's like your angels are around you. And Cancer, all you have to do is uh, uh, if you pray to your angels and ask for their guidance and their help and have a little bit of gratitude and stuff. When you do that, you will start. It'll amaze you. But try it. Just say a prayer, whatever prayer you is that you say, or whatever or you don't even have to say a prayer. You just talk to them and say thank you and for giving you being there to support you and give you guidance, and ask them when if you're going through a difficult situation, and you'll be amazed at you'll start to see these little synchronicities, and especially when you're looking for them. But if you don't ask for help, you can't receive it, right? So, anyways, that's what I do. Okay, whoops, sorry about that. So Cancer. Okay, so I'll just put that over there. So the next one I drew from was your guardian angels, and you received the Angel of Power. These are awesome cards, and I like to I do these prior ones to the reading just because it gives you into the overall energy and just kind of concept of I figure that your ancestors or your angels or just what's going on in your life right now and kind of the steps that need to be taken. So Cancer, you have received this card because your angel power has the has seen the hidden strength within you. Um, you've forgotten the superpowers that were bestowed upon you before you incarnated on this earth. So your soul has made many journeys, and the strength and power that is it's contained is within you. It's amazing. So your angel is by your side to help remind you what a powerful being you truly are. How you've doubted that have you doubted your have you doubted your strengths in the current situation? Do you worry whether you have what it takes to achieve your goals, Cancer? Is there a relationship that is testing your strength? Are there people around you that are draining your energy? So, do you worry if you are assertive enough? If you answered yes to any of the questions, don't fear because your angel of power is there to assist you, Cancer. Okay? So take some time out to sit quietly and focus on what issues is causing you concern, and then call in your angel. Pay attention to any feelings or thoughts or messages, images or symbol that he shares with you at this time, and write down his guidance in your spiritual journey. Feel the energy around you shifting and your angel's powers arms wrapping around you. Bask in the knowledge that you are not alone. He is protecting and guiding your every move. He's your own personal superhero ready to give you the power you need. So acknowledge his presence and thank him for giving you the confidence to believe in your own power. So your angel will show you how to empower others. He will guide people into your life who will appreciate the power and the gifts that you possess. So together with together you will inspire others there, Cancer. So for an affirmation you can say I am powerful and confident spiritual being that chooses to make life choices that are for my highest good. I am a powerful and confident spiritual being that chooses to make life choices that are for my highest good, and so it is. Hey there, Cancer. I'll put that aside. So we'll get right into your reading here, and I'm using the animal spirit guides, and then for clarifiers, I'm using the Secretary of the Heart. Okay, and so let's get right into it. I'm doing a 5 card spread. So for your first position is your current situation there, Cancer, and you received the Penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Okay, just gonna move this light a bit here. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, so Cancer, you've endured hardships in your life, sometimes gracefully, sometimes awkwardly. Yet they taught you lessons that have been invaluable in forming the person that you are today. These experiences have influenced the kind of personality and character you possess. However, the path you've taken has ultimately been influenced by the choices you made in response to those experiences. So this is especially true with your most recent cycle, one that has presented many challenges and that you've dealt with successfully. So Cancer, that period of travail is passing, and whether or not you're aware of it, has contributed significantly to your spiritual growth. So, Cancer, emerging from this period, you'll still be faced with a few challenges, but you'll readily face them with courage and inner strength you've mustered during this period of struggle. You discover resources that you never knew you had, and these will serve you well for the rest of your life. So, your faith in life's unfoldment and your greater awareness of your soul's destiny will help you deal with anything that comes your way with self confidence, grace, and fluidity. So, Cancer, make cautious and deliberate choices uh, now becomes top priority, and these have the potential to dramatically alter your life there, Cancer. Okay, so we'll get a clarifier on that. And like I said, I'm using Psychotero of the Heart, and you received the number 14, balance. Okay, so this card, well, balance is important in all aspects of your life, Cancer, but it's especially important in relationships, both with others and yourself. So this card suggests you examine your relationships to see if they're truly in balance. A healthy relationship should include time to be together as well as time to be apart. So take some time in peaceful solitude to renew your acquaintance with yourself. Acknowledge, Cancer, what you bring to the relationship and what your partner brings to the relationship. and then ensure that you both play an equal role and that no one person dominates, okay? So compromise is required in order for a relationship to be harmonious. Be willing to give and receive cancer. By finding middle ground, you'll be able to help to ensure that your needs and the needs of your partner are met. Compromise also includes accepting that people are individuals with different personalities and ways of looking at the world. So embrace your differences, Cancer, and rejoice in your similarities. If you find yourself at odds, be willing to work through those issues honestly with love, confident that your differences can be resolved. This is an excellent time to help heal discordant relationships by bringing them into a better balance there, Cancer. So if you're seeking a romantic relationship, balancing aspects of your own life will open the way to new love. Also, making sure that your relationships with family and friends are in balance will set the tone for a new romance that is on its way to you there, Cancer. Okay, so in traditional tarot, this is like the Temperance card. For an affirmation, I embrace our differences and bring balance and healing to my relationships, and so it is. Okay, so finally, for your second position is your desires there, Cancer. Sorry, I just need another drink here. It's been so dry lately; it's been unreal. Okay, so I'll just put these aside here. So your second position is your desires, Cancer. Okay, and you received the Goose. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing to your striving. Okay, hopefully you can see that. All right. Actually, yep, quite the glare there, eh? There we go. Okay, so the irony of this is that by resting and conserving your energy, you can actually mobilize your internal resources for your next cycle of work and accomplish that much more there, Cancer. In this fast-paced world with all of its pressures and impinge upon you, it's difficult to take regular periods of time off. Yet it's critical to your health and well-being to do so. So, Cancer, let this period be an opportunity when you do things that will help your body recover from the stresses and strains of your most recent activities. So sleep in, get a massage, spend some time playing with a friend, take a salt bath, go out of town and explore the woods. Anything that will bring you peace of mind. Um, so at the conclusion of a long spell of continuous stressful activity, even when it has been productive, many people don't allow themselves a period of respite and instead jump into another task right away without relaxing and enjoying the fruits of their labor. Cancer, it's most unnatural, but caffeinated society where technology has created instant access to phones and emails and the internet, it's easy to give away your power of choice by reacting to false sense of immediacy and urgency to these trappings of civilization, right? So turn off your phone and computer and enjoy the sunset. These periods of rest needed to be lengthy, but you do need to implement them, especially right now, there, Cancer, okay? So, a lot of people forget about to take that, in the hustle and bustle of everything, they forget about themselves, and self-care is essential, right? To getting yourself balanced. Um, instead, and you start living in your head and making choices by your head, and that's when things they go right wonky, right? And if you only take that couple minutes out of your day or 5 minutes just to frickin' when you want a million miles an hour, just stop, take a deep breath, and ground yourself. And you'll be surprised. Like even when you're in an argument, right? People say things out of anger and spite, and always after you're like, shit, I wish I never said that. But if you control yourself, take that extra, stop, don't say anything, go walk away, get yourself balanced out. You're gonna think a lot differently about that situation, and the outcome will be a lot different. I guarantee it, right? So, yeah, so self-care is very, very, very important. Okay, so for a clarifier for that, there, Cancer, you received a well-deserved reward. Okay, so your efforts are paying off, Cancer. When this card appears, it suggests that you have seen or will soon find your relationship falling into place. It hasn't always been easy, but you've had the discipline to persevere. As you've worked to create fulfilling relationships, you sometimes had to give more than you would have liked, but you've seen the positive results of this action. You kept the ultimate goal in mind, and so be proud of yourself, Cancer. You've shown that you're self-reliant and confident. You're entering a phase of your life where dealings with others will become effortless. So be considerate and compassionate in your interactions. There is less need for confrontation now. Diplomacy is the better approach. As you move forward, expect to feel satisfaction with your accomplishments regarding love in its many aspects. You're being blessed for all your hard work there, Cancer. Right on. Okay, guys. So I'll put that over there. So for your third position is your helpful messages for the situation. Okay, and you received the polar bear. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. Okay, what do you guys? I gotta get a new system here for holding up your cards there. Okay, so Cancer, when you express yourself from your heart and from your place of power, it's an unbeatable combination. You don't need to growl or bully, nor do you need to fade to the background and deny yourself the opportunity to directly affect the situation. By showing up and being completely present, even when you're simply listening, you're a force to be reckoned with there, Cancer. So ask for what you want and see what happens. Don't get worked up about how it turns out. You may or may not get what you want, but at least your chances are much better than if you didn't ask, right? As for setting boundaries with others, such as saying no to requests or demands, when you do so, they may respect those boundaries or try to test them. So if they do test the limits you've set, stand your ground, be clear, and don't apologize. Approach the situation with the purity and innocence of a child and the focus and intensity of a true warrior, one who doesn't speak or act from anger, but from a place of truth and dignity and respect. So know that when you do so, you'll have nothing to fear there, Cancer. Okay? So for a clarifier there, Cancer, you received the number 21, and that's embrace. Okay? So, when it comes to love, Cancer, the universe is smiling upon you at this time. Energies are moving and shifting, coming together to give you exactly what you need and want. Your efforts to clarify your heart's desires, to be present in current relationships, and to actively manifest new relationships are now bearing fruit. In this moment, you're in a position to achieve all that you have dreamed of regarding matters of the heart, and your dreams are ready to manifest there, Cancer. Okay? So allow these pieces to gently fall into place. Don't resist, just embrace. Your own personal energies are coming to combining to bring you to a new level of being whole and perfect. This will allow your relationships to fall into place beautifully as well. So, Cancer, to support this process of integration, work with the concept of having an open and grateful heart. Express appreciation for the many blessings in your life. As you go through the day, be aware of the grace in the surroundings around you. Grace shows itself in ways both large and small there, Cancer. The large manifestations of grace may be your family, your health, and your home. However, there are many smaller manifestations of grace that can be also be acknowledged. So appreciate the warm sun on your face, the cool breeze blowing through your hair, the lovely flower growing from a crack in a stone wall. By being grateful, you surround yourself with contentment, and through the law of attraction, you will welcome more of the same, including more fulfilling relationships. So this is like the world card in traditional tarot. So for an affirmation, I acknowledge my many blessings and I am open to receiving my heart's desires. And so it is. Okay, guys. So for the fourth position on the five card spread is your challenges of the situation. And those are these over. Okay. And you received the chameleon. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. Okay? Sorry, guys, I'm just dry as heck. Ugh. Okay, so Even if you believe that you have the right answer for the dilemma at hand or a better way to handle things, cancer, at the same time, it's best to surrender to the will of spirit and simply allow the events to unfold without your direct intervention or guidance. Pay attention to what's happening, but become more of a witness observer than an obvious participant. Simply by your presence, you are participating. However, there's no need to subtly or more blatantly push your agenda on those around you. Even when you're physically present, you can contract your energy field or your aura to the point where others may not even notice you, thus allowing you to be obtrusive and more easily blend with your surroundings. So, with practice, you can get so good at this that you'll nearly be invisible to others or Cancer. So this isn't a call for you to be passive, but to wait and contain yourself until you know with certainty that it's the time to step up and let your presence be known. When it's time to do so, move quickly with focus and certainty, but in the same time, flow with the situation instead of trying to make something happen. Whatever needs to occur is already in motion anyways, so go with it there, Cancer, okay? So, for a clarifier there, um, you received the sacral chakra, okay? So, the sacral chakra, the color is orange, the element is water, okay? And it's just by the testicles or the ovaries, okay? Um, so, the sacral chakra, the second chakra, is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates Cancer to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. So if you want to activate this chakra, visualize a glowing orange ball of energy in your belly area. See it spinning and sparkling. Feel joy as it grows larger and sends orange sparks out into the universe. So, by energizing the sacral chakra, you attract creativity, joy, passion, and love into your life. This exercise can be used to energize any chakra simply by visualizing the appropriate color of every chakra there, Cancer. Okay? Okay, so I'll put these down here. So your fifth position is and the final one is your outcome of the situation, and you received the Roadrunner. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Okay. So it's so tempting to view life in all of its many manifestation, permutations, and variations in something to be taken quite seriously. Yet this is exactly the opposite of what you need to do right now, Cancer. So no matter what the situation, look for the humor in it. It may take time to find something, but if you look for it with this attitude in mind, you begin to see absurdities and ironies inherent in whatever shows up in your life, even in seemingly darkest circumstances. So maintaining a healthy sense of humor about most experiences is causes you to be a light in spirit, to smile and basically, and to appreciate life that much more. So turn that scowl upside down by doing what makes you openly laugh, right? Of course, there are certain times that require a more serious demeanor. Tragedies or traumatic experiences don't call for cheerful and humor. When these events occur, appropriate social restrictions apply that demand the expression of emotion congruent with the circumstances. So, however, these instances are temporary and, like all things, will soon pass. Other than these kinds of situations, life ironies and absurdities abound. Rather than feeling personally victimized by these vagaries, take a deep breath and see the humor in the situation and have a good laugh at it. Okay? And it's all about positive thinking and just changing your mindset, right? And if you think negative shit happens. And you're gonna feel like shit. If you think positively, we go through life and everything that we experience are lessons that we're sent back to learn, right? And if you don't learn them, it's just gonna come full circle in some way or another. You're gonna end up having to learn that lesson, right? So, you just try to. It's tough sometimes, but if you sit back and you know just even writing it down and try to look at it a different way, do a positive and a negative side, right? And it just changes your mindset and your way of thinking, and when you do that, you change, right? So you should just I mean, try it out, whatever works for you or this or that, but it's recognizing what's in front of us, right? Instead of reacting to what's in front of us. right? On emotions, right? Okay, so for a clarifier on your for the outcome, you got the lead card, okay, and that's the number 4. So in matters of the heart, the energy of this card can both help and hinder their cancer. Examine the role that you play in your relationship. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? So a solid relationship involves a give and take, lead and follow. There has to be an exchange of energy, and this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate their cancer, okay? Um, so this card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of relationships. How is the relationship serving those involved? If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. So, Cancer, there has to be sufficient structure and order so that the other person knows the boundaries. Okay, so each person must take the relationship a priority and put effort into making it strong. And finally, the decision made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. Okay, so if you're looking for a romantic relationship, are you actively searching or are you just hoping something will simply show up in your life? This is a card of action, of being proactive, not reactive. So take the lead, network, and make yourself available there, Cancer. So in traditional tarot, this is like the Emperor card. And you've got quite a few major arcanas, I think 4 out of 5. Okay, so for an affirmation, I ensure that my relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met, right? And so it is. And then when you discuss things with people, look at them when you're talking to them and, listen, right? So that they know and you'd be amazed, if you pay attention to the other person, you listen to that other person, you'll see their demeanor, their body language, and you'll get a better read on what that person's trying to say when you're involved with it, right? Some people just like, yeah, 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 and they never listen, right? And that's where fucking, whoops, relationships go really shitty real quickly, right? And that person needs to be acknowledged, and everyone's feelings are important, right? Whether you don't think they are or you don't think that person's right, you have to, they have a right to feel that way, right? And everyone's different, so just acknowledging that and that you're there in the here and now with that person will change things immensely. Okay. So, like I said in the beginning, I asked at the beginning of the reading, I asked you to, or maybe I didn't, maybe I lost that. So, if you have any questions that you wanted answered, I thought I was gonna tell you that at the beginning of the reading to think of a question and whatever you wanted answered, I'd answer it at the end of the reading. So, if you want to think of one now, I'll give you the answer for that. And I drew one from the Angel Answers. Okay, and the card I drew was listen to your intuition. Okay, and I'll put that right there. So your intuition is completely reliable and accurate at this time, Cancer. Listen to your own inner guidance and you can't go wrong. You can be certain that the messages you're receiving from your angels are real and trustworthy. So have faith in your feelings about the circumstances you're experiencing. Your insights into other people and their true feelings or motives are perfectly accurate. There is no need to question what you know is already true there, Cancer. Okay? So finally, for an overall, I like to draw at the end of my reading. I like to draw from the Lightworker Oracle, and it's a good end message for every sign out there. But since I'm doing the reading for Cancer, it's for Cancer. So you received Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. Okay, so let's see. So you've been growing spiritually and your conscious is expanding. If it is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does it the light that can flow into your aura, chakra, and physical body. As you physically expand, you may need more rest, healing, meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light, and the consciousness is awakened within you. And since we're going through Mercury retrograde right now, like the energy is just insane. Like, so you might get headaches, ringing in your ears, just you might just tired all the time, and it happens. But don't worry, it'll pass. Drink lots of water. So the rainbow bridge is a term for the channel of light that moves through the chakra system and along your spine. So allowing spirit to enter your body and stimulate the development of your soul. This bridge comes to life of when your consciousness is raised. It draws in higher energies that nourish and awaken the body, mind, and soul through your chakra system. As your chakras become stimulated by increasing influx of spiritual light, a clearing process begins which supports the consequent expansion of your consciousness. This cleansing is like spiritual detoxification. It clears blocks from your mind, emotional body, and physical body, as well from your soul, such as unresolved past life issues. As these blocks as these blocks are broken down and processed, the emotional trauma stored in your organs and nervous system can be released, and your energy field becomes more spacious. This creates room for an immense spiritual light. As a result, you'll feel clearer about who you are and why you are here, and um, others see more clearly when they are in your field. You become more powerful. So, Cancer, the energy field continues to clear itself, attracting more spiritual light, becoming more visible beyond physical limits. Others can be supported by your light, even if they cannot see your physical body. You are growing as a light worker and help humanity in increasing ways, which enjoys your own spiritual growth. I mean, so you're opening to a new consciousness now. With this new comes insight, awareness, and an awakening of deepening of your soul talents, such as healing, clairvoyance, channeling, or telepathy. Your channels are being cleared and activated, so rest, open up, and allow. Be patient and trust in your process. If emotional content arises, you are concerned you might be falling back into old habits, don't be afraid. Find ways to express what you feel through writing, therapy, dance, music, and art. Sound and conscious movement. Explore your personal expression to allow for spirit to expand. The oracle brings an additional message from spirit. Hold on, ascension can be a wild ride. Anything is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love and peace. Simply allow the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. During ascension, your life can change quite dramatically. The Rainbow Bridge empowers us to arise from one reality into another, even if your outer world doesn't change. Um, Radically internally, you will feel as though you are living a different life. Eventually, the physical world changes will follow. Enjoy crossing the rainbow bridge into a new consciousness, dear one. You have everything you need. You are ready for this. It is meant to be. So, for an invocation, I call upon the unconditionally loving guidance that can assist me with mercy, grace, protection, and support through my ascension process. I accept this opportunity to grow spiritually and to shift from one reality to a higher vibrational reality. I accept that opening my chakra into a more loving consciousness. I accept that changes happening in me and in my way of life is due to this spiritual growth. May I be held in tenderness and compassion as I release lower vibrational patterning and embody my authentic divinity. May the beings of unconditional love who assist the anchoring of a loving rainbow bridge of light upon this planet, for the greatest good of all beings, be empowered and invited to do so now. I said be empowered and invited to do so now. Though through my own free will, so be it. And so it is. Okay there, Cancer. I hope you liked the reading, and like I said, whatever didn't resonate with you, it's not meant for you at that moment. And like I said, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I truly appreciate the support. And I hope you had a great weekend and happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you all again soon. Namaste.